Greetings, fellow shipwrights. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story Frostlands, episode 81, Sailboat with Trimmings. Didn't I already have an extra lantern for the boat? I do have extra lanterns, but one is going to be for the elk, one for the boat. So I think this lantern is my, one of the two lanterns for either elk or boat, but I could still use another lantern for the other thing. So, figured, why not a little, brass lantern. That's not hot enough yet. It's almost daybreak too, so while I'm running these errands, I can also look for a little game so I can finish the last meat pie. Does a torch holder work on the mast? No, it does not. If I'm not mistaken, it has to be a lantern, which makes sense, because, like, a torch on open water would get sea splashed. So I can agree with that logic. And a torch right next to your sails might be a bigger problem. Yeah, that too. For both reasons, I get why it's lantern only. Same with, hanging off the neck of your elk. An open flame off the neck of your elk, maybe a little bit of a problem. I actually have enough silver to do a crucible run for lining, too. Where is my crucible? Where? There it is. That's not necessarily a terrible idea. What was I doing? I'm so distractible. Alright. Pie, are you... Yep. Good. Juggling so many tasks at once. It's really easy to screw it up. Alright, candles would be in... here? Is this? Yeah, this is just beeswax. What am I doing wrong? Oh, right. Yeah, the new method of... Right, I forgot. Okay. Before my oven cools down too much, now my nice pie. That's in. And current priority right now is improve the sailboat. Do you want to separate each honey? I think you do. Yeah, you do. Good call. Okay. So I got my candle. Got my brass plate. Here's my brass lantern. And I'll add silver linings to it. So my personal one is lined. I think this one is lined. Yep. And the one on the boat's going to be lined. So the elk, the boat, and my own are going to be extra bright. Oh, shoot. Well, something had to give, right? Oh well. Yeah, just a little charcoal. It's a detox diet. Exactly. I'm glad you understand. Now I just wait for that to cool, and I'll be able to make another lined lantern. Alright, my current priority is to get cattails for rope coil for rat lines. So current priority is make rat lines. And then eventually I'm going to need to make some extra chests to add to the boat as well. Just so the boat has plenty of storage. But I do have some vessels on me at the moment. So I'm going to go deliver those vessels to the boat now. Oh, I should also hide all my hunting waypoints. With that in mind, if you guys see game, I do need 4 more red meat to finish the last meat pie that I was prepping. So remind me if there's a game around. Oh great, I'm getting soaked. Somehow I stayed dry. I fell into a puddle and stayed completely dry. Removing all the pinned marks that I don't need pinned. That's a little trick. If you pan away, it will only show you the pins, where if it's here, it's hard to determine which pinned is which isn't. Kind of obvious trick, but maybe that helps on you. So I have 8 spots in the sailboat. I probably don't need to fill them all with chests and vessels. I can't imagine I'm going to be bringing that much stuff back from the Res Archive. Oh, I already have that marked. But a few more wouldn't hurt. And to that end, all of this copper that I'm running past, it might make sense to mine up some of the copper. And wow, there is a lot of horsetail here. Mine up some of the copper and turn it into nails and scraps for chests, so that I can make a whole bunch of chests. Yeah, there are a lot of vines on the birch. That will help with rat lines. I always struggle determining vines from spotty moss. From a quick glance, they kind of look the same. So my boat is over this way. Certainly not convenient getting here. Way overthrown. There's the boat. Can you stand real still, Mr. Bunny? Thanks. So in here, I have the raft, and then nothing. Shouldn't I be able to put these down? Oh. That was weird. There we go. And then the lantern goes here? Yeah. Okay. So we... Oh, it stole my lantern. I can't take it off. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so I'll bring a lantern next time I'm out here to mount the lantern. But here's the food storage for the journey. So I probably just want 2 more chests. I don't need to fill the whole thing. I don't feel the need to have that much storage. While I'm here, it wouldn't hurt to check what the vendor has for sale, because it's pretty close by. Plus, there's cattails here. Oh, we can buy salt. Interesting. We can sell 2 of the age crate clothes that I have back at base. So next time I come out here, I'll bring the 2 age crates that I have and just sell it to him. But nothing else. He doesn't want to buy anything else. So the rat lines are not all that necessary for the boat. But, you know, if I'm tricking the boat out with a bunch of swag, I might as well add rat lines too. So I can climb to the top of the mast and feel like, I don't know. So, rat lines is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 coils. I have 4. And of course, the rat lines are competing with the bandages that I could be making as well. But, I mean, whatever. Yeah, the anchor is cosmetic only for the boat right now. There's no functionality. I think it says that in the guide specifically. So down here in the sailboat, firewood rollers, Maybe it's in the wiki. But yeah, the anchor isn't a thing that actually works. Yet. I hear some wolves. Doesn't really solve my red meat problem. One thing that's really nice about all the armor that I have is I don't really need to sweat when I hear wolves like I used to. I mean, enough of them would still be pretty fatal. It's hard to defend against, like, multiple swarming you. But that doesn't happen very often to me. It's usually just the lone wolf that just, like, jumps me out of nowhere. Almost there. I love living in lake regions. One of the most challenging parts about this game is if you spawn in like non-temperate biomes, getting cattails and other fibers is actually pretty challenging. Which is not a challenge I set up for myself for this run. That, and if it's cold enough biome, you have to deal with bears, which is a whole different league of its own. Like polar bears, not grizzlies or sun bears or whatever. How close are you? Oh, that's a fox. Moose are pretty sketchy too? Yes. Moose actually are very sketchy. You make a good point. In many ways, I'd rather fight bears than moose. Because of how scary moose can be in this game. Alright, there's the rat lines. It was what, an H pattern? And there it is. Alright, let's get these rat lines installed. I'm running straight to where I heard the wolf noises, so... Oh, they're this way a little. I'm not actually concerned about hunting them. I need red meat, not bush meat. There we go. Rat lines. And now I'm up the rat line. Yep. Oh, rat lines. Never change. Oh, you need 2 of them, don't you? Technically. Like, if for both sides. I'm not going to make 2. God, dude, should I make 2? Should I make a second rat line? Have you guys decide. So, apart from that, we have the seats, the cargo. There is prow storage that I don't necessarily need to use. Like I said, I have enough storage. There's an anchor spot, but the anchors don't work. Not that there is even anchors yet. Where's the anchor? I forget where the anchor point is. And then there is, of course, the lantern mounting point. So I am going to head back to my base and grab one of the lanterns that I have. Maybe what I'll do is I'll make the brass lantern. I'll hammer out the silver plates, or the silver plate, and make the brass lantern, and then get that mounted. And if you guys want a second rat line, that's fine. Just vote for it. I know that regardless of whether I'm doing a rat line or not, I am going to want more cattails for healing. So when I see cattails, I'll scythe cattails. Because I'm going to need them regardless. And what, it's 42 cattails for a rat line, I think? I think the math checks out. Oh no! Well, I'm already wet. It's actually been not too cold the last few days in-game. So getting wet is tolerable. Am I wrong about one coil? Oh, you're right, you're right. It was double. I was thinking a coil of rope was a single line of cattails, not a double line of cattails. So I said 42. What I meant was 84. Alright, looks like you guys want me to do a second rat line. Copy that. That's what I have you guys for, exactly. I mean, I would have figured it out, I think, when I went to put my pieces together and didn't have enough. I do, believe it or not, know how to count to 14. I know it's hard to believe, given how dumb I am, but I'm capable of at least that much. I feel like there should be a bonus harvesting flax or all grains with like a scythe. Or the game should include like a comma or hand scythe. Something designed for it. There's one stack. I like how my auto mod tried to block you from saying that I am not dumb. I appreciate the compliment. Twitch Automod says you were insulting me though, so... You live viewers are like a lot nicer than some of the YouTube commenters I get. Which is, I just think, the nature of the business. Probably the comments I receive are a lot nicer than the average content creator anyway. But like, some of the things that people feel comfortable saying anonymously to others, really rude. This is where I found one of the bees. I left it alone though. Okay, I need 4 more and I'm done. Oh, look at all of these pink bonnets. Also need just 2 more red meat, I think. Oh, hello, red meat. It's a shame, Boar, that you are bacon-shaped, because I now have bacon. So 4 more cattails and the mounting lantern. Then I also need to make the parts for the chests too. So I'm gonna have 2 chests or 4 chests total, 2 storage vessels, 2 rat lines, a lantern, and that's it. That's the full shebang. That's a pretty hooked up, I like that tree. I was just like up on the cliffside. That's a pretty full, a full boat. Okay. I got the ratline material. And I have the second rat line. Whoa! That got dark fast. Sun dipping behind the mountains. Just Vanta black. Oof. It was like a temporal storm descended on me or something. Was it an eclipse? No, it was the moment the sun dipped below the horizon. And it was probably blocked by, like, mountains specifically, so that it looked like a blackout or something. They added the environment darkening with a 1.2. I can tell. let's fix this pie up. Done. And I'll bring the red meat back down to the kitchen. Can you light, like, an incomplete stack of wood? Let's see. I don't know if it's going to get hot enough. So, before I forget, 2 silver ingots for the... Oh, wow, we have 0 wind right now. For the plate, for this brass lantern that's going on the boat. Yeah, it did say 3 to 6, true. I'm so used to doing like a full stack. But yeah, it's hot enough. 206, that'll be fine. It'll take a while to bake, but yeah, not a big deal. So the current priority is improve the boat. I don't think I have metals for... I have copper for the scraps. So yeah, I'll do that. Oops. I guess I don't have to go mine copper. That's easy. So we'll do 400 units of copper, which is for ingots. Oops. So that we can make... Oh, I have another copper ingot over here. So that we can make chest pieces. And luckily, the wind picked up just as I was heating up this plate, the ingots for the plates. It hadn't occurred to me for some reason that, like, I might want to wait for high wind to make the lantern lining. So, I'm glad the game was like, oh, you're making a lantern lining? Here's some extra wind. Alright, Pie, are you good? No! I watched it get charred. Ah, phooey. Oh well. I can keep it in the boat. It still has satiety. It has a lot of satiety. I just... Bad timing. Alright, preheating the copper for the ingot molds. And then... chest. So we're going to just do some wooden chests. The ones out there are actually labeled. So I'm going to bring the labeled ones back to my, back to base, removing the 2 chests that are out there, and replace it with just regular wooden chests that aren't labeled. Let's check in on our steel. 70%. And we'll need to restoke that. This might be the last time I have to feed charcoal to it. I don't know the exact math, but at some point you have enough fuel that you don't need more. We might be at that point now. There we go. It is lined. Now what about this? That's preheated. And we'll get this fed in the crucible. How about the leather? Soaked. Good. So 2 more days, 3 more days. And there's 26 liters of diluted borax left. So it used 24, and I have more than 24 liters of strong tannin, so I have enough strong tannin for this entire batch of leather. Good. I'll put that away. So this is going to the boat, this is going to the boat. And then the copper, obviously, as well. The copper boxes. It was 15% per full stack of coal, right? I don't know. I've never tried to memorize the number. I think it's more than that. Also, I think it depends on the fuel that you use, because black coal, anthracite, and charcoal have different burn timing, but I don't know if they have different burn timing when they're stacked like that. I don't think they do. I could be wrong. Come on. We don't need to listen to that. $19% per 32 fuel for steel. Okay. So I'll have to add a little bit more fuel if we were at 70 something. If your numbers are right. I'm at 15. And we need 29% left. So once it burns down to like 8 left, I should top it up and that might be enough. The other thing is, like, I have 300 black coal. I don't need to be super economical about it. It's not to say that I don't want to waste it, but I want to have a twice as much as I need for the last batch of steel. I don't need to worry too much, because the last batch of steel will take about 160. And I have 300, so ain't too problematic. Come on now. Melt. So while that goes, I'm going to make a little bit more food for myself. Because I don't want to dip into my supply here. This doesn't belong there. And then once those copper ingots get hammered out, I can replace the boxes. Wow, look at my vegetable supply. It looks low. I mean, it isn't really all that low, but it appears low just from all that I've been doing. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story Frostlands, which originally streamed live on Twitch February 6th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Seraphs.